here. It's March 31st, 2021, AEW Dynamite, and I'm going to give out a shout out to Kid Goozy, who just said, hey man, we're the most consistent show, and not only that, we're going to give it out to the Invisible Hand, because he says I'm handsome, and Dave's pretty handsome too.
I agree with that. All right.
Get to the news, boys and girls. Enough with like sucking their own dicks.
We got the hotly anticipated AEW debut of Christian Cage. It's going up against
Hank Kazarian.
That's right.
Frank Kazarian.
And, this is a pretty decent match. Christian first singles match in 7 years.
You can hear the fans are all stoked about it. Even I was a little bit of excited. I'm like, I don't give a shit about him. But
we all want to see it. I love Christian. Second favorite wrestler, first being Chris Jericho. All right, so we got some classic Christian moves. He's bringing back all the classic moves. And then Frankie Kazarian, he's doing the smacks and the slabs. And then they're on the top rope. Kazarian hits that Spanish fly maneuver onto Christian. One of them's flipping forward, one's doing a moonsault. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, this is definitely Wednesday Night Dynamite, because you had to look at this match. It was like somebody had to die to get the pin.
Absolutely. Which one was it? Christian was able to nail a big frog splash off the top rope for a near fall. They're going back and forth. He's tried to hit the kill switch so many times, trying to get it locked in there. Goes for it a third time. He's able to drop that kill switch, Jay, on Hank Kazarian.
Oh,
1, 2, 3. Welcome to the real show, Christian. Welcome to the show that everybody is talking about. Hey, Jay, tell them the news on NXT. Who won the Wednesday Night Wars?
We don't talk about other company Tuesday night.
I heard it from Booker T last week that they're conceding and they're moving to Tuesday night so they can compete with Impact.
Yeah, even though you guys were even though you guys were as focused as Frank Kazarian in his match, he still lost to Christian Cage, which was Wednesday night.
Hey Vince, there's no shame losing to AEW, the superior program. Alright, on with the news. So Darby and Sting have a vignette and they're talking about Matt Hardy and they're like, money don't matter to us.
And he's really insecure. Poor Matt Hardy. You're falling apart and getting whatever.
They're throwing money. They don't care about money. That makes them dangerous. Okay.
Oh,
so then,
shit, we got this match up next.
Well, not yet, because first, everyone's favorite thirst trap, Jade Cargill, has a vignette, a little self-promotion, and they're all shook, and she's that bitch, and she's not taking shit from Cody or no one. Red Velvet, you're done. Okay. Now we got the big moment here. Big match. Nightmare Family has surrounded the ring, shows support, friend-to-friend match, Cody Rhodes versus QT Marshall.
Guess what, QT? Nothing.
Oh, hey QT, don't feel bad. Learn to live with it.
I could still go 1980s style here. I could shave this into a gigantic
Sell some to QT. And Arn Anderson is the special guest referee in this match as well.
Here, let's try to make my hair look like Brian Pillman here.
Let's stop talking about your hair. So then Cody, they're going back and forth. Cody's got the crossroads locked in at one point, but then he doesn't do it. He's like, I can't do it. It's QT. He's my best friend.
Cody, you're just a bitch.
Then QT, he knows he's losing this match. He can't beat Cody Rhodes. Homelander, come on. So QT sucker punches Arn Anderson, right? And then walks away. This is the first no contest I've ever seen on AEW. And then, tell him what happens next, Jay. Holy shit.
There's a group we like to call the Nightmare Family, and now it looks like there's the Nightmare Cartel with cocaine leader QT Marshall.
Yes, the QT's calling the shots. It's.
Guess where? Guess you got to buy your cocaine from now, Tully.
Oh, jeez.
You went there.
So then, the Nightmare Family splits. Lee Jobson gets powerbombed outside of the ring onto the stage. It was that big guy, Nick Colorado or something. Him and Mox had a match where Mox couldn't do anything against him, so he just climbed on his shoulders and put him to sleep, right? And then Arn gets his Arn Anderson gets his arm like thrown through the ring post by QT. Show of disrespect.
Dustin's is
Doesn't
busted
stop
open,
there.
man.
Doesn't stop there.
Dustin's bleeding. He looks like he's about to get murdered, but does he get murdered, Dave?
Dustin gets murdered, guys. Like that Nick Colorado guy, he climbs to the top. No, maybe it was QT. I don't know who did it, but Dustin got pile drived on top of the steel steps.
It was QT.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, QT sending a message. Then they all got Cody. The two guys are holding Cody, and I guess they got this one guy of the Nightmare Cartel. He's a boxer, I guess. He gives them a body shot, right?
Yeah,
Cody goes
shot.
down.
Oh, I'm going to
Made that liver quiver, right?
And then what?
Then they have Cody on the steps, right? Like QT's going to end him. I think he's going to crack his head.
And then
over the
who
stairs.
comes running straight out of your mama's kitchen?
Wasn't Cody's wife.
What's going on here? Do you think they're...
I don't know, but I'm not going to say anything on our awesome show that gets 350 views a day. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. And, yeah, so Red Velvet saves Cody Rhodes.
Neat.
Yeah.
But we got some cool words from...
hometown favorite of ours.
And he's hanging out with Scorpio Sky.
This makes Scorpio Sky look better to me, man. He's hanging out with Ethan Page now. I'm interested now. I'm interested in Scorpio Sky again. So we'll see how that goes. They're
He's going to be hanging out with their
tag
ego.
team now.
Maybe Ethan Page will bring out Mr. Karate. I'll be blown away by that.
We'll see. Time will tell. Then Red Velvet's talking about, I think Tony asked her backstage, or someone asked her backstage, like, you're helping Cody, eh? And then she's like, yeah, I'm helping Cody.
And then all suddenly, out of nowhere, Jade Cargill with an apple pie. It's Red Velvet.
I don't know what this apple pie shit's about, but yeah, she hates Cody, and she went after Red Velvet. All right, so then we got John Moxley versus Cezar Bononi, and Cezar Bononi's got some backstage, some guys. He's got some Drake and Namath.
Yeah, but no Pretty Peter Avalon.
Yeah, what is he in? What's going on with Avalon? Like, I haven't seen him in like 2 weeks.
I love Avalon. He should be on Dynamite more.
Was he on Dark last week? Or tonight or whatever?
No,
yesterday?
I don't recall him.
He must be injured or something. We'll look into that and talk about it next week.
Oh.
If we can remember. And then, so yeah, they're going back and forth. Like, there's no real highlights here.
And some mock match, some like slobber wrestling, slobber knocker and stuff, and that's about it. And then you got Cezar looking gorgeous, and then besides, well, look at him when he's standing beside Mox. Mox he's like a chud with like
Mox isn't chud.
But
Drake and Namath, like they try to help, but then one of them takes a paradigm shift, which allows a distraction. So Bononi's like in control for a little bit, but then Moxley like does some reversal. He hits a sleeper, and then the buddy just passes out, and that's how he got to win. That's how Moxley got to win over Nick Colorado, who laid waste to Cody's faction, the Nightmare family. So yeah, like
get well, Eddie.
Yeah, so Moxley beats up Bononi. Yeah, and get well, Peter as well. And oh yeah, Team Taz are kind of backstage, pre-recorded comments, more problems. Like, right? Brian Cage is finally waking up, right?
Yeah, you gotta leave those losers.
You do.
Get rid of that fake title.
Burn it on air. All right, and then we have the big thing. They're talking about this last week. MJF got a gift for the Pinnacle boys tonight, right? Took them so hard to beat, what was it? Who did they beat? I don't even know who they beat last week, but it took so long. It was bad. I think it was Brian Pillman or someone. Or Brian Pillman Jr. I don't know. But then they opened the door. He's like, I got a gift for you. They opened the bathroom door. Who's there?
Oh, it's the boys.
It's Jericho.
The boys just hanging out there. They're just like, hey.
Because they're in Inner Circle's locker room. They took it from them, right?
Yeah,
they're there.
Yeah, they're doing absolutely nothing wrong. The boys are like,
MJF
hey, man,
slowly shuts the door.
You need to leave.
Like, we gotta go.
And then MJF.
They open another door.
And there's Hager.
It's Hager. And then I think Sammy comes in there. And it's crazy. So, like, yeah, Inner Circle's not having it. They're getting their locker room back.
We get like a mini match.
They trusted you, Max.
We get like a 2-minute mini match, like a hardcore match there. Like everybody's hitting all the moves and everything on.
They go to hell move, the Sammy move, the inverted thing into the D drop, onto Sean Spears.
Sean Spears.
He slams the door into his leg or something, and then Hager hits his classic MMA, is it a low blow, is it not a low blow move? And then he hits the rock bottom through a table on the Wardlow.
Not just any table, but the chiropractor's table.
Then Ortiz throws one of those guys into a cold tub. Then Santana tries to murder someone. I forget who it was, but he's swinging for the fences with that chair.
Whoa. We don't talk like this about the Inner Circle. Santana saw a man in distress and decided to wave,
give him a seat to sit down.
Give him a seat to sit down, and he was waving some things to make sure the flies wouldn't get in his wounds,
pieces,
so he wouldn't get infected or anything. He's doing a good thing. Of course,
I'm doing a good thing.
Doing proper coverage, okay, of the Inner Circle. The boys
tried to wipe up the man's blood with broken chair shit. It's good. Yes.
Oh yeah.
There is no plots available.
We'll
so then
turn on you,
it's Jericho and MJF at this point, right? It's broken down. There's toilet play on MJF, guys.
Yeah, MJF got a swirly. He took a mouthful of toilet water and spit it out like, holy crap, MJF, that's
But not to worry, Kris washed it off him, though, by throwing him headfirst into a Pepsi machine. I love it. And then he gives him a bubbly bath. Got a little bit of the bubbly, dump that on him, right? And then they take back what's rightfully theirs.
Yeah, put their sign up. The Inner Circle, the boys are like, says no MJFs.
That's good. That's
what
good.
The sign says, man. No
That's
MJFs.
good. My two favorite wrestlers, Chris Jericho and Christian, are on AEW. Life doesn't get better than this, guys. All right. So then the Bucks are backstage, but Don Callis interrupts their interview. And, he confesses that, Don loves Kenny. He's like, I love Kenny. He's my family.
We all love Kenny.
We all love Kenny, Don, yes. And then he's like, you broke Kenny's heart. And then Don slaps Matt Jackson in the face. Then Matt Jackson grabs him by the collar.
Run, bitch.
And Don did the right thing because he's saying that the Bucks are cold and dead inside, so he's got to do something to shake them out of apathy. He's got to slap them in the face. And
that's why I'd have Young Bucks and manipulative words from Don Callis.
He's not manipulating, he's trying to save them. Anyways, so this leads into a sick match.
Don't give Callis the Jericho treatment.
Okay, so we got the Laredo Kid with the Lucha Brothers, and they're going up against Kenny Omega, that Don loves very much. That's the win with the Good Brothers, and the 3-man tag match. Before the match, crazy actions happening.
It's a tornado of flying bodies of 50% in the air and 50% on the ground again.
Ray Phoenix is doing that crazy tightrope into a moonsault outside those guys to the ring. It's crazy. Then I think they decide to start the match. I can't even read what I wrote down here.
Dude, it was just nothing more than lucha chaos, flying bodies nonstop, one after another. There was no pause.
Triple super kick on Kenny.
Man, it was
crazy.
You could not write all that down.
Mexican perky match.
Yes.
Yes.
It was a
Mexican perky match. Because they all need them.
Yeah, with all the flying bumps and falls.
It's crazy. Triple team, crazy neck breaker, crazy spin kick into Canadian Destroyer, power bomb counter into V-trigger, suicide dive by Kid where he almost kills himself, crazy tightrope kick, one-winged angel. Wasn't enough. Of course it was, because no one kicks out of the one-winged angel. 1, 2, 3. And then Mox is on the stage after the match, and it's like, what is Mox doing? There's 3 of them. There's only one of Mox. But then the Young Bucks come out to have Mox's back, and we're going to fight another day, boys. And, they just kind of exit the ring. I'm dropping papers all over the place here. Shit's out of control. But I love it. All right. So then, what do we got? Britt and Reba are backstage, and they're bigging up the AEW Elevation show that Big Show is the commentator of. I've yet to see it. I watch AEW Dynamite, though, and as much dark as I watch Jay's Place sometimes. Okay.
Britt's our role model. Dave forgot to say that.
She took away our thumbnail last week or 2 weeks ago.
It's okay. It's Britt. She's a role model. We take liberties of blood.
Introduce me to Reba someday, Britt, and it'll be forgiven. Okay, so where are we?
We're talking about beautiful women now, right?
We are, and we got a beautiful woman match here. The Bunny, and she's with the HFO, Hardy Family Office or something, with Nyla Rose versus Hikaru Shida and Ty Conti. Oh my god.
She's so cute.
Yes! And she's got the Dark Order with them, showing support.
join the Dark Order, scumbags. If not, just click like and subscribe.
The Bunny and Nyla Rose give a quick attack, but then they're going back and forth. Conti becomes on fire. Then the Dark Order and the Matt Hardy faction start brawling outside the ring.
It was chaos.
It was insanity. And then Conti hits that Thai KO where she's got the chick on her back, and then she flips him around and knees him. And there's a near fall because I think Nyla Rose broke it up. And then top rope dive onto everybody from Conti and Shida. They just dive on top of everybody outside the ring.
Was destroyed. Everybody took damage in that attack.
But then there's this crazy chaos. I think Vicky Guerrero somehow got involved.
Yeah, she was distracting that
shrill voice. And then, so Bunny's able to hit down the rabbit hole finishing move on Conti.
After 1, 2, 3. Hitting her with a kendo stick.
Kendo stick, I forgot about that. Yeah, it wasn't fair. And then, so they squeak off a win. And then it's the return next week. The Inner Circle are officially returning next week. What do you think of that, Jay? I think it's about damn time.
They actually kind of look more satanic almost, which is kind of cool.
Fight evil with evil, but stay true to what's in your heart.
Oh, what is this, Angel now?
I don't know. Yeah, a Buffy spin-off. That's a good one, man. That was good. Look at that.
See how clever.
All right, and then we got. So it's the main event. Yes, and what a main event it was. Like, this is going on for too long. We can agree on that, right?
Yeah.
And then Arcade Anarchy match. Miro, Kip Saban. Will the feud drop now between Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor? We'll find out. This was a hell of a match.
That'll all depend on Miro's steroid rage.
Oh, jeez. Like, he's raged out. He doesn't care if he hits women or not. Like,
he probably doesn't care if he bleeds on you people because he's probably got AIDS.
Oh, you can't be saying that. We gotta bleep that out. Okay. So then, and Orange Cassidy, and they got a new theme song. It's like, where's
the Pixies.
That's right. It's good. They got the rights to that. I love it. It fits them. Fast start. Someone was thrown into a whack-a-mole game. Then
that was Kip.
Okay, and then
he was getting mauled by Orange Cassidy with the. He's whacking the mole. Because, that's all Kip Sabian's head kind of looks like. If it did pop up, but it would look like a mole, It just like it was a stupid grin. I'm like, oh, I love you, Penelope. Shut up, bitch.
There's no place for a Penelope in this match. Like, it was unsafe. It was unsafe.
Oh, it's totally safe for her.
Yeah, more on that later. So then one of those guys jumps off a Mortal Kombat arcade machine. I forget who it was.
That was Chuck.
Okay. And then kendo stick on Miro. They double team him. One of them's got a trash can. Kendo stick. Bow, bow, bow. Miro, because you need to double team Miro because he's on roids. And Miro takes mad beats. They pile up shit on top of him. I think they try to pin him, but Kip then breaks up the pin and then he explodes. He goes off for a bit.
Yeah, he has like a Red Bull rage because you can clearly tell by his body type he's not on steroids.
Yeah, he's safe from our lack of testing. Just testing with our judgment. And then, Chuck's got this Lego bear, and he rips it open, and there's a bunch of Lego blocks in it. It's a stuffed bear with Lego blocks in it. And it was like, you ever step on a Lego? Like, it hurts.
Hell, man. It's just like, yeah.
So then they're setting up for a superplex on the top rope. Will they or won't they? They don't, but then... I forget who it was, but they turned into a sit-down power bomb off the top rope. Or not off the top rope, but a sit-down power bomb on the Lego blocks. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, ouchie wah-wah.
Kip totally destroyed Chuck's back.
And then, Orange Cassidy hits, this swinging DDT, and then he hits the beach break and the near fall. Like, he might have caught their head on, some Lego blocks.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
That would kill,
man.
The DDT onto the Lego block. Oh. And then he hits that orange punch. But, Penelope pulls Aubrey out of the ring while she's going down for that 3 count, right? And then, since someone's in the claw machine, the arcade stuffed animal claw machine.
The world's greatest alien returns, Kris Statlander.
It's been almost a year. It's amazing, right? She's back.
She's my hero.
It's his hero, and I like her too, but not as much as Jay does. And so she's in there, and then she puts. So her and Penelope Ford are scrapping. They're on the ring apron, right? There's an air hockey table on the ground, right? So then Statlander does some crazy move where she, boom, puts her through the thing. Yeah. It was nuts. And then Miro has a chair. He's going through his steroid issues. He sets up a table. But then, beep, beep, beep. What's that noise?
Oh man, it's the best friend's mom.
Trent's mom,
Yeah,
Sue,
Van. And who gets out of the van?
Is Trent. He's back ahead of schedule.
Good moment.
Yeah,
Oh.
Trent is back. It's sick to see. So like, it's beautiful. And so they triple team Miro. He starts taking the beats, but then like Miro comes back somehow, and this is where it gets creepy. So Miro's waving to Sue, right? Trent's mom. Then he starts making his way over there. Then he like gets on top of Trent's mom's van and starts like dry humping it or something. Like it was weird. So of course Trent had to run over there to save his mom, and then he hits a spear on Miro through that table, right outside the ring. Just boom. It was sick. And then, and then Chuck has Kip on top of the stage, right? And he does a power slam through a table. Was that enough? Did these guys kill each other enough to finally end this match, put this feud to bed, you know, try to do something new with Miro?
Yeah.
Yep.
Take him off the juice.
Yep. So it was 1, 2, 3. Chuck Taylor pinned Kip Saban, and this is a big win.
Yeah, worthy notes was Kip Sabian put Orange Cassidy through the wall there at one point, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
it looks like they actually had to go do it twice because the first time the wall didn't quite give, so they went
give
back.
People
and
what
did
they want. They want to see that Punk's head go through a fucking wall.
Hey man, so this was definitely a feel good episode, right?
Oh yeah, man.
Okay, let's pretend to walk off from the
Best friend spot.
No,
Zoom
pretend
out.
to walk off into the sunset. Happy times! Yay! Subscribe.